Welcome back to the False Prophet channel. This is Brother Jacob, and this is the False Prophet channel where we get Islam busted and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, busted and destroyed on a regular basis. Okay, tonight, we have a very brilliant episode lined up for you in our Get 'em Busted series. This time, we are getting another Abdul busted. He goes by the name of, let's show you his channel. He's a minor channel. As you see, he goes by the name of Muslim Allegation Busters. He only has 43 subscribers. But anyway, this is a friend of the other Muslim channel that we have totally destroyed. You know him. He goes by the name of Muslim Cheerleader, aka Pregnant Boy, because we already exposed the hadith where Muslim men will be able to become pregnant in Jannah. For those who don't know, Jannah is the Muslim version of heaven/paradise. So without further ado, let's get right into it. How is everybody doing? I'm feeling very rejuvenated. So I'm in a very, very good mood to get Muslims busted. Okay. I left a verse for this particular Muslim because, okay, it started on a Muslim Cheerleader channel. Okay. So this Muslim has teamed up with Muslim Cheerleader because Muslim Cheerleader posted one of his videos. So I feel like, you know how the saying goes, kill two birds with one stone. And that's what we are about to do. That's what we are about to do. Muslim Cheerleader ran from this verse, and we're going to show you how Muslim Allegation Busters and how Muslim Cheerleader are nothing but deceivers. I don't want to bore you in this video. Please pay attention. Watch the entire duration of this video. It's very exciting. Please pay attention, everybody. Okay, let's get right into it. This is the comment. Let's go to his videos, okay? He posted a video response to Korean Pastor Bora Choi. Okay, I just wanted to have some fun in the comment section because we already destroyed Muslim Cheerleader. So I decided that, you know what? Since I'm a minor channel, I don't care about being no major channel. Everybody know I call in to Rob Christian channel sometime. If God is willing and my channel get thousands of subscribers, so be it. I mean, I'm not looking for popularity or fame. I know my message will get out to those who it's intended to reach. I'm not trying to be the top apologist against Islam. That's not why I do my channel. I just bring clever arguments that people can use to get Islam busted. So I'm here to take out the minor channels like, Muslim Cheerleader, Muslim Allegation Busters, and he is a ripoff, I found out, to another channel by the name of Muslim Allegation Hunters, and we're going to hunt him down as well, okay? We are on a jihad against Islam, okay? This is what this channel is doing. We destroying the little minor channels, okay? So let's read the comment that I left on Muslim Allegation Busters. And the purpose of this video is to show you that Muslims are deceivers. They deceive people, and they know that they are deceiving people. Because whenever you show a Muslim something that they turn away from and they remain silent, that means they have admitted that you are right and they know that what you are saying is right. But do they change? And do they tell the subscribers to their channel? Do they tell them about the things that you are showing them? No, they don't. But they claim to have all of the answers. But when you show them the blunders, the mistakes in their Quran, the huge errors, they stay silent on it, or they'll try to lie. That proves that they are nothing but deceivers. Now let's read the comment that I left him. I said, uh-oh, Abdul. I like to say that. Uh-oh, Abdul. I said, read, Abdul. Now, we're going to get them busted. And we're going to go quickly through this. I don't want to keep you long because people, they'll lose. Your attention span is short, most people. And I understand. We're going to show you a verse that gets the Quran busted. Sura 5:20. Now, let's read. This is the comment I left Muslim allegation busters. Uh-oh, Abdul. I said, read, Abdul. Remember Moses said to his people, this is coming from the Quran, O my people, call in remembrance the favor of Allah unto you, when he produced prophets among you, made you kings, and gave you what he had not given to any other among the peoples. Now, everybody, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that verse? What's wrong with that verse? I'll tell you what's wrong with it. Let me continue reading the comment. I said, huge mistake, Abdul, because Israel did not get their first king until 400 years later, around 400 years later, after the life of Moses, King Saul. And Moses was their first prophet. But it says Allah made kings among them before the time of King Saul. And that's a huge blunder, Abdul. And I told him, I showed Muslim warrior, Muslim cheerleader, and he went silent. But you know what? I told him, I said, we will keep it a secret. Don't worry. It's between us. We will pretend like you never saw it. And you can just keep on deceiving the Muslims. Okay? Now let's look at his response, because it's about to get funny. Okay? Let's look at his response. Let's show you his first response. He said, this is a Muslim allegation busters. We about to be laughing. Listen what he said. Oh, you came here also? Don't worry. By the way, watch me get you busted. This is his so-called getting me busted. This refers to the glory the Israelites enjoyed before the time of Moses. There had appeared among them such great prophets as Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Joseph. And mind you, none of those people he listed were prophets. Muslims call everybody prophets. They call Adam a prophet. Adam is not a prophet in the Bible. It's just ridiculous. Moreover, from the time of Joseph, they were able to achieve very considerable power and authority in Egypt. For a considerable period, they were the greatest rulers of the civilized world. And false. They didn't even have a nation. They didn't even have a land. Reigning supreme in Egypt and the surrounding territories. And no, they were not. They were slaves in Egypt. People are generally inclined to regard the time of Moses as the starting point for the rise of the Israelites. The Quran, however, states categorically that the truly glorious period of their history had passed long before Moses. And because Abraham was the one who was promised that Israel would be a great people. But it hadn't even established yet. Okay, so the Quran is wrong. The Quran is wrong because Israel never had a king, and he tried to avoid the fact that 520 said that Israel had kings, and we're going to show you my response to his weak rebuttal. He said, the Quran, however, states categorically that the truly glorious period of their history had passed long before Moses, and that Moses himself drew the attention of his people to that period as their time of glory. So how could Moses draw the attention of the Israelites to a period of rulership and they having kings and all of this when Moses was the first prophet? When Israelites were nomadic people, the word Hebrew is just like the word Arab. It means nomads, nomadic people. The Hebrews were herders of sheep and goats. They did not have a land. They did not have a land. They was wandering around. They were nomads. So how could Moses remind them of some glorious time when they were slaves in Egypt and they had just left out of slavery in Egypt? So the Quran is wrong and it's stupid once again. Now let's read my rebuttal to him. I said, wrong, Abdul. It says they were kings. They didn't get their first king until King Saul 400 years after the death of Moses. And under Moses, they were still wandering in the desert. Try again, Abdul. This flat out gets your Quran busted. And in a few hours, like I'm doing now, I told him, I will make a vid on it and you will be mentioned along with Muslim cheerleader. Unlike you, he remained silent when I showed him. And I always like to say, yes, LOL. Now, unlike Muslim allegation busters, Muslim warrior or cheerleader, that's his real name, Pregnant Boy, when I showed Pregnant Boy this verse, he stayed silent because he knew there was no way out. But I guess Muslim allegation busters is a little more courageous and gun-ho than the Pregnant Boy. So I guess Pregnant Boy, he already knew it. He saw it, and he didn't even try to attempt to refute it because he knew that it's futile to try to go against it. Now let's see his response. Now it's about to get funny. I promise you that it's going to get funny because he said something, Muslim allegation busters, he said something that got other Muslims who they hold in high esteem, he got them busted. But we're going to get to that. Something that he said, and it's real funny. Okay? This is his rebuttal to what I said. Historical mistakes in Holy Bible in the story of patriarchs. Okay, now we're not going to even read that. That's just some stuff he's trying to divert. I want to get to the good part. He tried to get away from the disaster, so he's bringing up other stuff, so we're not going to even read that. Let's read the part when he's trying to escape. Okay, here you go. Muslim allegation busters, this is response to my response telling him that he avoided the part of the verse that says kings. Okay. Hey, Paul. He's calling me Paul. Okay. Because Muslims say that Christians follow the doctrine of Paul and Paul just created his own Christianity and whatever, even though we'll do another video on that, even though his very Quran says that Paul was appointed by Jesus to spread the gospel. So these Muslims, they very confused and very stupid and ignorant. Now, he said, hey, Paul, where are you getting these mistranslated verses from? So he's telling me that the verse that I showed, the Sura 520 that I showed, was a mistranslated verse. Now this is where he shot himself in the foot like Muslim cheerleader did last week. He said, hey, Paul, where are you getting these mistranslated verses from? By the way, this is the real translation. And he read to me a translation of Dr. Mustafa Khattab, the Clear Quran. He told me my translation was false, okay? And he showed me another translation, the Clear Quran translation. And he told me to tell me the name of the translator, okay? So let's see my response to what he had to say. So that's a classic thing for all of you who are interested in apologetics / polemics. You got to understand one thing about Muslims. Muslims, when they get busted, the first thing they like to say is, it's false, it's da'if. Even if the source that you show them comes from Muslims themselves, they will still deny it because they are deceivers. This religion is based upon taqiyya. Taqiyya, the art of lying in Islam. That's what taqiyya is. The art of deception and lying in Islam. Listen what I had to say to him. I said, Muslim allegation busters, now you're panicking all over the place, trying to throw up a whole bunch of nothing. It's too late. You are a deceiver because you know that the verse is clearly false. You are a deceiver, but you will never make a vid exposing your own Quran. That verse is clearly false, Abdul. Now look what he says. He responded at the false prophet. Hey, Paul. He's calling me Paul in a way to, I guess this is a slander against me because they say Christianity was a false doctrine created by Paul. He says, hey, Paul, stop lying. The word there used is anbiya, which means prophets. The anti-Islamic site you visited was wrong, that they twisted the meaning of anbiya. And this guy is so stupid. He's bringing up anbiya, and I wasn't even talking about the verse saying prophets. And somewhere in his stupid, illogical, irrational mind, he's focusing on the word prophets in verse 520. That's not what I'm focusing on, stupid. I was focusing on when it says kings. And we're going to show you that the word is kings in Arabic. And we're going to show you how he just got his own Muslim translators busted because he called them anti-Islamic. And let's show you what he said in his comment. He told me the anti-Islamic site you visited was wrong, that they twisted the meaning of anbiya. And then he showed me something from Google. Anbiya is a direct Quranic word that means prophets, plural of blah, 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 blah. So he's focusing on the wrong word. Okay. So then he writes me another message. So as you see, he told me, hey, stupid Muslim allegation busters, you told me, dummy, you told me that I got my translation from an anti-Islamic site who twisted the word. Now it has just backfired. You have shot yourself in the foot, dummy. Now he left me another message. He said, see, the word there used is anbiya, which means prophets, not kings. So you lose again. Nobody even said anbiya doesn't mean prophets. This guy is stupid. Him and Muslim cheerleader, they must sit together in the corner of the Kaaba and smoke hashish and watch child pornography like their prophet Muhammad, who was a pedophile and married a little 6-year-old girl. So I don't see how they can follow that crazy religion. So as you see, he thinks he's doing something. Okay? Now, look at my rebuttal. I said, in my rebuttal, look, what I did, I Googled the very translation that I showed him. And look, I copied and pasted the many different translations of Sura 520, and all of them use the word, and it meant the Arabic word they use, and we're going to show you that word, and we're going to put that word in the Google Translator so you can see for yourself. And we're going to go to a Muslim site, Quran.com, and we're going to move the cursor over the word that was used, and it means kings. You see, he got to eat this one, everybody. Look what I left him. I left him the translation of Pictol. That's a very popular Muslim translation. And what does it say? Surah 520. And remember when Moses said unto his people, O my people, remember Allah's favor unto you, how he placed among you prophets, and he made you kings, and gave you that which he gave not to any other of his creatures. As you see, look, said kings. This is the Pictol translation of Surah 520. Yusuf Ali. You watching, Abdul? You watching Muslim allegation busters? You watching Muslim cheerleader? Let's read Yusuf Ali. What does it say? Remember, Moses said to his people, O my people, call in remembrance the favor of Allah unto you when he produced prophets among you, made you kings. Again, that's Yusuf Ali. Let's show the next translation. Muhammad Sarwar. And everybody can look this up. It's not nothing hidden. Go look at all of these translations. You'll see it for yourself. Muhammad Sarwar. When Moses told his people, recall God's favor to you, he made messengers and kings out of your own people. Mohsin Khan. And remember when Moses, said to his people, O my people, remember the favor of Allah to you when he made prophets among you and made you kings. Let's go to the Arbery translation. And when Moses said to his people, O my people, remember God's blessing upon you when he appointed among you prophets and appointed you kings. Did you see it, Muslim allegation busters? Kings. And look what I said to him. Just made a big fool out of yourself, Abdul. So now you have accused your own Muslim translators as twisters of the Quran. What a big dummy. So he has to apologize to Pictol, to Yusuf Ali, to Shakir, to Muhammad Sarwar, to Mohsin Khan, and Arbery. He called all of you guys anti-Islamic. Everybody saw it. He told me, he said, what anti-Islamic site did you get your verse from? Well, to answer your question, before the world, Muslim allegation busters, I got it from your own Muslim translators. So you have just called your own Muslim translators as anti-Islamic. But these same anti-Islamic translators, you Muslims, publish their translations. So that means you are deceivers. You see? You see why you can't trust these Muslims? They call their own people anti-Islamic. They are liars. Now let's read what he had to say. He said, and look, he said he realized that he messed up. And look, he changed up the argument. Listen what he said. It is funny, he says, at the false prophet. And he put up those laughing emojis. He said, it is funny because you Paulines don't know basic Arabic. And Bia Mulakan can have different meanings and are chose according to the text. Please don't twist Quranic verses. Mulaka can have different meanings. Kings, great man, prophets like Moses, Abraham, etc. Lie. It's a lie. He's lying. Mulaka does not mean prophet. He's lying. Okay? And are chosen according to text. Now, let's show my response to him, getting him busted again. I said, too late, Abdul. You got busted. You called your own Muslim translators anti-Islamic. And I know you feel stupid now. So you mean to tell me you know more than all of those Muslim scholars who said kings? Yeah, right, Abdul. I got evidence from your own sources, fool. Now, look what he tried to say. It's their own translation. Let's look at him. Look what he's trying to say now. It's their own translation. They translate it in that way. Doesn't mean that verses are false, idiot. It's their own translation. Like they just took the Arabic word and gave it their own meaning. And only Muslim allegation busters know what it means. And it means prophet and it doesn't mean king. And all of those Muslim scholars, they just got it wrong, and their tafsirs got it wrong, and Ibn Abbas got it wrong, and Ibn Kathir got it wrong, and Jalalain got it wrong. But some unknown Muslim with a channel on YouTube with 43 subscribers, he got it right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Now let's look at what I told him. I said, but Abdul, you said my translation was from an anti-Islamic site. Remember that? And too late to erase it. I took screenshot already. So I was letting him know that it's too late. Now look what he said. Then he said, so you lose again. You are changing the topic. How am I changing the topic? Now, here's the good part. At Muslim Allegation Busters, no one is changing topic, fool. The word used is mulukana. It means kings. This was the easiest one yet. And when I make my vid, I will go to your Muslim sites and move the cursor over the Arabic, and it says mulukana, kings. I know you feel like a fool. So as you see, he switched. He originally brought up the word anyiba. Then he realized that the verse said kings, so then he brought the word mulakana and tried to make some excuse that it can have all of these different various meanings, but he's lying. And I challenge him to show me where Muhammad was called a king, mulukana, since he said that word can mean prophet. He's lying. He got busted and he has to eat it. He's lying. Now let's go to Quran.com. Now remember, now it's about to get funny. Now, for those who don't know the argument and what we are saying and what our position is, okay, Sura 520, it says that, as we showed you, that Moses had said to the Israelites, remember, let's go back and read it. Let's go back and read it, because I want everybody to follow along with how this gets them busted. This verse gets them busted, and that's why he is fighting tooth and nail to try to prevent it from meaning kings, because he knows that it's a big, huge blunder. Let's read that verse again. This is Surah. Well, let's just go to my original post. Let's go to my original post. So everybody, I want you to bear witness to this. This is what Surah 520 says. I want you all to use this. Remember, Moses said to his people, O my people, call in remembrance the favor of Allah unto you, when he produced prophets among you and made you kings, and gave you what he had not given to any other among the peoples. Okay? So, as you see, this verse is what is called a anachronism. What a anachronism means is when you place something out of its historical time period, like the Quran did, because Israel did not have a king yet until 400 years later. They did not have a king before Moses. Their first king was King Saul. And even the Quran mentions King Saul. That was their first king. But in 520, it has Moses telling the Israelites about some kings. Remember, they never had no kings. That's why he's trying to say the word kings mean prophets. But that don't make sense because the verse has already said prophets. So why would it say prophets twice? Let's read it. O my people, call in remembrance the favor of Allah unto you when he produced prophets among you, made you kings. Okay, it already said produce prophets. So why would Mulukana mean prophets again? That don't make sense. So his argument, it holds no weight. So as you see, the verse already said prophets. So why would it say prophets again? If he's saying that Mulukana means kings, which it doesn't, he's lying because he understands that this is a huge mistake. And if we find a mistake in the Quran, then that proves that this cannot be the words of God. And not only does this mistake prove that the Quran is not the word of God, because God don't make mistakes. Muslims can even agree to that. Everybody knows that God does not make mistakes. Okay? So because this is in the Quran, this also proves that the Quran has turned Moses into a false prophet. Because if Moses is saying this to the Israelites during his life and they never had a king, that means Allah, Muhammad, the Quran is putting false words into the mouth of Moses, which makes Allah Satan. Okay? Just like when Muhammad spoke the satanic verses, when he said something which caused the Muslims to bow down to the three daughters of Allah, when he bowed down alongside with the Sabians to the three daughters of Allah. So that proves that Allah is Satan. Because God knows the history of Israel. He wouldn't have Moses saying something that was historically inaccurate. Okay? So boom. Now, let's go to Quran.com. Okay? Now, we're going to show you the verse that he used. This is tying in so good. Remember, he posted the verse in the comment section and said, where did I get my verse from? And this is the verse right here. He posted this verse from Dr. Mustafa Khattab, the Clear Quran. And remember when Moses said to his people, "O my people, remember Allah's favors upon you when he raised prophets from among you and made you sovereign and gave you what he had never given anyone in the world." Okay? In this translation, it uses the word sovereign and it doesn't use the word king, but that doesn't change anything. So that's what he was trying to use to say that I had a false translation. But we're going to even use his translation to get him busted, because his very translation that he tried to use that used the word sovereign, even though a sovereign is a king, it's just another synonym word. They just playing with words, switching words around. Israel never had no sovereign. They never had no king. They never had none of that, because they wasn't even a nation yet. They didn't have a land. They were a people, but by definition of a nation, they didn't have a land. They didn't have no king like the other nations in the world. They had Abraham, and their first prophet was Moses. They were slaves. They didn't have a land. So but be that as it may, we still going to use this very verse that he tried to use to get out of it. We're going to use it against him. Now so I guess he's going to call this Quran.com an anti-Islamic site as well. Now, as promised, let's show you this very verse in Arabic. Surah 520 in Arabic. He got to eat this. He going to eat this today. He got to eat this. Surah 520. Let's go to the let's read. Now, I'm going to highlight the Arabic word and they going to say what it means in English. Here we go.
لم أحدا وآتاكم ما عليكم إذ جعل فيكم أنبياء يا قوم اذكروا ملوكا.
There you go. As you see.
وجعلكم
And made you
ملوكا.
Mulukan. Kings. Busted. Let's play it again.
ملوكا.
Mulukan. Like I told him, kings. Let's play it again. Abdul, Muslim cheerleader, Muslim allegation busters, clear your earwax out. Liar, deceiver, liar, deceiver, liar, deceiver, liar. So you're going to keep deceiving the Muslims? Huh? I bet you won't do a video on this. Let's show you. Let's play it again.
ملوكا.
Mulukan.
ملوكا.
Kings, liar. You liar. Now let's go to yeah, we're gonna get you busted today. We getting you busted today. Brother Jacob don't play around. We getting you busted today, Abdul. We getting you busted today. Let's go to his tafsirs. We're going to wrap this up. Let's go to his tafsirs. Surah 520. We getting you busted today, Abdul. No more running, no more playing games. Let's check out, hey everybody, let's check out the tafsir of Al-Jalalain. You're done. You fried, boy. You messed with the right one. This is the tafsir of Al-Jalalain. I'm sure he know more than you. As you see, they got the Arabic. And let's read what it says. The English translation of the Arabic tafsir. And mention when Moses said to his people, O my people, remember God's favor to you when he established among you, that is from among you, prophets, and established you as kings from your own tafsir, from the Royal Al-Bat Institute for Islamic Thought in Amman, Jordan. So you calling them Islamic, you calling them anti-Islamic because they got the same translation as kings. So you calling the Royal Al-Bat Institute for Islamic Thought in Amman, Jordan, anti-Islamic. You calling Al-Jalalain anti-Islamic, boy. Let's show you Ibn Abbas. Let's show you Ibn Abbas, boy. Muslim cheerleader, you listening, pregnant boy? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. This gets your Quran busted. Israel didn't have a king yet. Let's read what it say. Ibn Abbas. And remember, you see the green? The green is the Arabic. This is Ibn Abbas. His translation for Surah, his commentary, tafsir, for Surah 520. And remember when Moses said unto his people, O my people, remember Allah's favor, Allah's grace unto you, how he placed among you from you prophets, and he made you kings. Busted. I mean, we can continue. Come on. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play this game. Liar, deceiver. Let's play. Come on, Muslim cheerleader. Come on, Muslim allegation busters. Let's play hardball. Come on, baby. Let's play. Now, let's go to Quran X. We're going to show you Ibn Kathir. Let's play. Let's play. Let's play. We're going to even show you Ibn Kathir. Even though these tafsirs are sometimes we using this to get them busted. We don't believe this garbage, but I'm letting y'all know that I'm using their sources to get them busted. Okay? Now, we're going to go to what Ibn Kathir had to say about it. Sura 520. Look, right there, right in front of you. Made you kings. Made you kings. This is from Quran X. Everybody see it. So I guess Quran X also is an anti-Islamic site, boy. Don't play with me. Now we're going to finish it with, we're going to show you, we're going to copy the word, copy, okay. Now we're going to go to Google Translate. Liar, you deceiver, you liar. You a liar. These Muslims are liars. Big fat liars. Let's go to Google Translate. This is a software. Christian Prince used this. Now let's read it. Let's enter the text. Look what it say.
Mulukan.
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 What do it mean? Kings. 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 Nowhere, even in the, look, nowhere does it say it's a noun. Nowhere does it mean prophet. Look, nowhere does it mean prophet. You liar. It means kings. Let me erase the word and let me put it back in there again. Just for the fun of it. I just want to have some fun now. Let's just have some fun. Let's just have some fun. This is so easy. Don't try me, man. Don't play with me. Muslim cheerleaders should have warned you about me, man. Don't play with me. Don't play games with me. Let's enter the text. You see the text? That's the Arabic word for mulukana.
Mulukan. Mulukan. Mulukan.
Kings.
Mulukan. Mulukan.
What? Now what you got to say?
Mulukan. Mulukan.
So I guess everybody, Google Translate is also a anti-Islamic site. So with that, we have just destroyed Muslim allegation busters. Hope you all enjoyed it. This goes out to Muslim allegation busters. It goes out to Muslim cheerleader. This is how you get these little deceivers, Takiya boys, little pregnant boys destroyed. Your religion is stupid. It's a gutter religion. Your prophet is a pedophile. And nothing you can say can refute what I just put out. It's irrefutable. We showed you the tafsirs. We showed you your translations. We even used your translation on Quran.com. And in the Arabic, above the translation you try to use, they still, in the Arabic, the word mulakan, as we showed you when we highlighted the Arabic word, it came out as what? Kings. You are a liar, you are a deceiver, and you are on your way to hell if you don't stop following that false pedophile Muhammad. You are a liar. So with that, everybody tell me what you think in the comment section below. And this is Brother Jacob, and this is the False Prophet channel. where we get Islam destroyed and the false prophet of Islam, Muhammad, destroyed on a regular basis. Like, share, and subscribe.